our seats, please. So, welcome to this meeting of the Alcohol and Gambling Licence Committee on the 28th of January. I believe we're at the end of January already. I think we all know the evacuation procedure, so unless you want me to read it out, I'll take it as read. Apologies for absence. I've got apologies from Councillor Andy Wright and apologies from Councillor Taylor with Councillor Derwicks as substitute. Welcome, Councillor Derwicks.
Chair, Councillor Farrow sent me an email. I don't know if it was sent to me in mistake, with apologies.
But it hasn't been sent to me as far as I know. So Councillor Farrow as well, yeah. Thank you. Disclosable pecuniary and non-pecuniary interests. Does anyone have any to declare? Yeah. And item 4 is public participation, but there's none. So agenda item 5 is the minutes of the meeting held on the 30th of January 2024. Should all have a copy of those? Just a few pages. Any comments? Page 1 and page 2. No comments. In that case, is everyone happy that I sign those minutes? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Agenda item 6 is the General Fund Revenue Budget 2024-25 and forecast of 25-26. Alison, are you going to go through this for us? Thank you.
I didn't intend on running through it particularly because there's not anything I can pick out from it, to be honest, because it's just a continual budget, but I'm happy to try and answer any questions anybody's got here.
It all seems fairly straightforward, but do any members have any questions for Alison? No? In that case, we're asked to approve the estimates for 24-25, to approve the 25-26 estimates as presented, and to approve the fees and charges as detailed in Appendix C. Is the recommendation has been moved by Councillor Jarvis. To have a seconder, Councillor Fowler. All in favour? Thank you. Anyone against? Any abstentions? Thank you. That's carried. Thank you. Okay. Agenda item 7 is the Gambling Act 2005 review of the gambling policy. I'm going to ask Sharon to introduce this for us. Do you mind, Sharon?
No, not at all, Chair. Yeah, the gambling policy is due for renewal, and admittedly we are late with this. It's due for renewal at the end of January, and there are no material changes to the policy. The only addition that I've added after consultation with head of legal is adding references to data sharing, data security and equality, and they're the only difference. That's the only difference to the 22 to 25 policy. So I wanted to bring it to committee to see if you want it to go out to consultation, or are you happy to?
Okay.
Sorry, can I just double check we're on the right agenda item?
Yeah, agenda item 7. No.
Mine sounds about animal licensing.
Oh, that's the next.
Yeah, that's the next. That's the next.
Sorry, I think it's just jumbled.
Sorry.
Let me word it.
Sorry, that's me. Shows I'm reading it though.
Yeah. Yeah. So whereas we would normally go out to consultation, the recommendation is that we don't need to, particularly on this occasion, unless the committee wants to, because it is the changes from the last time.
Chair, there's no changes to the policy as such. It is just those things I've just alluded to. It's whether the committee wants us to consult or not.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to throw this open to the committee, so if anybody's got any thoughts on that or any other questions for Sharon, can Can I hear from you? Yeah, councillor Jarvis.
Thanks, Chair. Happy to go with no consultation, but is there a statutory requirement for consultation?
Chair, if I may,
Yeah.
in the legislation, it does say you should consult.
Yeah.
And if I could refer to head of legal at this point, if you don't mind, but if that's there, that's the
Yeah,
wording
yeah,
in the
yeah.
act, you should
Sure.
consult.
Section 349, subsection 3 of the Gambling Act requires licensing authorities to consult, even if it's for a short period. It's minimum of at least 28 days. However, it is up to the committee whether they feel they want to consult and whether there have been substantial changes to the policy.
Councillor Jarvis.
Sorry. If somebody challenged this, would you be happy as the legal representative if there was a challenge against it?
My personal opinion, legally, I would prefer to have a consultation.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else wish to come in on that? Councillor Osborne first.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I mean, listening to the point that Ray's made, we're going to consult
You're not agreeing with me.
again. This is dangerous. You're going to come and sit over here. But yeah, we should in that case.
Anyone else? Councillor Farrer.
Thank you, Chair. Two things, if I may. The first one is that you mentioned the changes, which are very small, but for as new members, could I request that anything else like has been done on the next meeting where it's been highlighted? So it just shows us what the changes may be, or in emboldened. So when we're looking through it, then we know which bits have been changed. That really would be helpful to us when you've got long agendas.
Yes.
So if I would make that request. The second one is, and forgive me, Chair, maybe I'm on the wrong section here, and I did highlight it, but I can't find it. Is smoking coming under this as well? Or is it the next one?
Sorry.
Next one.
It's the next one. Thank you. I'll leave it to the next one. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take that comment on board, Councillor Farrer. Councillor Clues.
Thank you, Chair. I'm a bit torn here because obviously we've got our licensing officer that deals with all this is happy to go ahead as it is. And then we've got legal that has got two heads. One head is saying she's comfortable with it, but obviously her legal head is saying that we should do the consultation. And I can understand where the legal head's coming from, but I'm a bit, what's it that our licensing officer is the one that kind of deals with it more. So I think I tend to go with as it says.
If we don't consult, this will then go to the next council meeting for approval.
Yes, Chair, it will go to full council.
Even bigger discussion.
But if we do consult, we're going to miss the deadline for the next council, so it could be a future council that then.
Chair, we'd look at a 28-day consultation.
Right. Okay. I think I saw Councillor Hobley first, and then Councillor Waffles.
Surely if there's a legal obligation to consult, we've got to anyway, is that not what you're saying with your legal head? Is that, if we've got to, then we've got to, haven't we, legally?
So you want to?
Chair, through you. The legislation says that we should.
Sure.
However, if there's no major changes to it, the committee can resolve not to. So there is the option if you feel that you don't. However, we can be challenged.
Okay, well, take the discussion a bit further. Councillor Wapples was next, and then Councillor Dillabix.
I mean, what really is the consequence of going to consultation? Is it a major deal? Because what are we fearing from consultation for the sake of abiding by the law? I just feel that, you know, if Sophia's the one that potentially would be our go-to should anything be challenged, then maybe we should sort of go with her suggestion. That's just my opinion.
Councillor Dillabix.
Thank you. I agree with that, really. That we've got the legal expert here to advise us, and I feel that we should follow that. But I think that what does muddy the waters is the wording in the legislation that says should. It doesn't say must, and that is quite an important distinction in law, I believe. It does leave it open for decisions to be made. As far as I can see, the difference between this policy or guideline that we're discussing here and the previous one is actually only something that is being brought in by changes to national legislation over data protection and data sharing. And so they are necessary changes which we have to have to make it a legal process. So personally, although our legal advice is saying that what the law could be interpreted as, then I think we've got a very strong argument to say that this is a waste of time, people's money, in putting this out to consultation, when even if it is consulted on, the end result is going to be the same because those changes have to be there. Thank you.
I agree. I think that to me, it didn't use the word must. I assume this as before this recommendation has been put to us, it will have been discussed by officers at all levels. So Sophie, you presumably have some input into this recommendation anyway.
Yeah, I did, yes. I was fully aware of the recommendation.
I've got Councillor Phillips next, and then Councillor Wapples.
I agree with Councillor Dillabix. I think we should just read the recommendation. But I should brush my teeth every day, but you know, sometimes I don't. So yeah, I think we take the risk.
I just want to bring the word in could. So coulda, shoulda, woulda. Yes, okay. You know, it's this word should rather than must, but they haven't used the word could. So for me, the could, should, and must makes a difference as well, because I think we're confusing the word should with could in our counter argument. So I remain that I think we should go with it personally. That's my opinion.
It's clear difference of opinion. Does anyone else wish to comment?
Sure, I'm just thinking actually, listening to what legal had said, and there's no material change. And I think what we've been advised even from legal is that should, must, there's nothing that says we've got to. So yes, if you want to go out to consultation, yes, you go out to consultation, but we're getting advice from legal saying we don't think it's necessary. So why do it? Just go with it. As Sharon has said, there's really nothing that's changed at all to get us a conflict with the public.
Councillor Jarvis.
I think from what legals has said, they're prepared to defend it.
Yes, exactly.
I think I would.
Yeah. So we'll just go.
Well, I'm reading that.
Yes.
It's not in defence, but you could defend it.
Through you, Chair. Yes, I agree. There aren't major changes to the policy. The data protection and the equality that will be covered in other policies coming to yourselves in due course in next. So there are other policies that will take care of data protection and equality. This would just as a part of that.
Chair, for me, sorry.
If Owen's moving it, I'll second it.
Oh, there you go.
Just bring Councillor Fowler in first.
I'm just going to say really that I think from both sides of the chamber, we all think, yeah, just take it through without any consultation, having listened to legal. So, yeah, take it through.
That's it. The recommendation, if no one else has got any comments to make, the recommendation is that we go ahead without consultation. I think if
It's not. That's not the recommendation.
Take legal advice. That's it.
sent out. Yeah, okay, so you're moving that we go ahead without,
Yeah.
do we have a seconder for that?
Yeah, not seconded. I think it's the way around actually.
Do we have have we got an alternative motion that we do go to consultation?
Okay.
So taking that then, all in favour of the recommendation? Anyone against? Any abstentions? That's carried. That brings us to the end of the alcohol and gambling licensing meeting. I'll have a short pause while we just end that recording. We'll start the next one.